Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010. Welcome in. It's just another morning show.
Boy.
Why am I barely hearing you?
Why? I don't know. Am I
There
not?
we go.
Oh, turn me up, man.
Turn you up, turn you on.
Yeah. Is it working now?
It is.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Currently working.
Yeah, I feel turned on.
Yeah. Well, good morning to you too. Handsome. You little devil.
Oh, stop it.
Let me tag Brothers Market on my Facebook page real quick. There we go.
Hope everybody had a great Wednesday evening.
Make this official. What'd you do last night?
Softball.
It was a warm one.
It was a warm softball game, too. You know, yes, obviously. It was, the temps were up there. The humidity I didn't notice as bad. But halfway through that softball game, it's like, okay, here come the bugs.
Yeah.
And I forgot my bug spray.
Oh.
Yeah.
The skeeters get you?
No, them skeeters getting on me. Skeeter on me.
How about them gnats?
Maybe it was gnats. I don't even know.
You
I
don't
was
know
just
the difference?
doing this
You just
all night long. Not really. It wasn't bad. But really, yeah. And by the end of the game, the JV game, it really was cooled off, and it was very comfortable.
Well, good.
It was a good night for softball.
HLVTC played Sigourney in Sigourney last night. Yep. All right, so tell us the ridiculousness. I have to hear this story again.
Which part? Of how it was a close game.
Briley.
Yeah.
Plays. She lives here in town.
Okay, yeah, that part.
But she plays for HLVTC.
So she opened and rolls to Tri-County, which is affiliated with HLV Sports now. So it's HLVTC. Blah blah blah. Okay. So 2:30 yesterday afternoon, I get her to drive her to Thornburg to get on a Suburban to drive to Victor so that they can drive back to Sigourney. I don't quite get it.
Even though she lives in Sigourney, she couldn't just go down the road.
Well, like she said, why couldn't I just
meet
hit
them
for 2 hours in my backyard and then just walk? So no, that was the ridiculousness of I don't even believe this, but it's whatever. It's it's part of it, I guess. But it was
they were official.
Good. Yeah, they were good
travel
games
with the team,
right?
Yeah. So what ended up happening?
Varsity girls Sigourney won that one, and JV HLVTC won that game. So don't ask me about the scores exactly.
What was the score? How many players are on the field at one time?
Nine. I do know that because the little gal in the concession stand was forced to ask me.
Our sports announcer friend Josh Clubb, was setting you up.
He was thinking he was being all sorts of funny last night. He was being funny. I'll give him that. Then he started talking funny, and I was like, oh, I could listen to this.
It's like when he starts talking about Skittles, it gets weird.
Oh man, Skittles. It's like I can't even do it justice. It's, yeah. I mean, it's hilarious. But yeah, no. Good night. Good night for softball.
Good night. Good morning.
Yeah. It just amazes me that you didn't have to be at any softball.
I was not at a game. No, I will be tonight. We've got Pekin against Highland softball at Packwood. And today is the day that Highway 149, they shut it down, don't they?
I don't know how far. I really don't know.
I mean, the big sign up at J&K Trading Post, Amy's Salon House area.
Right, it just says south.
Closed.
Yeah, but is that just through town? Is that through, I don't know. Is it all the way to the Hedrick Y?
So what would be the best way to get out of Sigourney to get to Packwood in the timeliest manner? Would it be to go through Delta and over? That seems like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, or go down I don't know. We need to find out exactly where this road is closed. Because you might, I don't know, go hit the Ollie pavement down. That'd be quicker.
Probably Ollie, yeah.
Or just take some gravel roads, load up the cooler, and you and Josh just go have some road tripping fun.
Josh probably knows the back roads.
Sure he does. Yeah, he does.
He's a Skittles dealer, so he knows where to meet up in the back roads. You want to meet Skittles?
I will tell you this, though. As warm as it got yesterday, it's a great, great feeling. And I'm not patting myself or our backs at the same time.
I agree.
It is so nice to walk in here this morning and almost be chilly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like we're in a brand new studio today.
This is great.
We had to rearrange just a hair.
Yeah.
So we've been complaining for a while now about how hot it's been up here in the studios. We now have an air conditioner. If you go by the studios on the south side of the square, there is an air conditioner in our window now. And it's cold in here, Neil.
Yeah, I turned it down a little this morning, Mike. I don't know. We'll have to play with that a little bit more. No, but on a positive note, if you are walking into Barnwired for anything, coffee, refreshment, Danish, anything like that, don't be afraid of the air conditioning unit falling and killing you.
Yes.
Because it is good and mounted now.
Oh, yeah. He mounted it good.
I mounted that thing. It ain't going nowhere till we're done with it.
I mean, when you mount something,
that's it.
Stay in place.
Right. I'm a big guy.
You big boy.
Big boy.
You lift heavy things like air conditioner.
At about 11:30 yesterday morning, I was fearful of anybody walking in and out of Barnwired because it's like, we're going to kill someone.
I thought about going out and like...
I loved it when you asked me
traffic.
that too. Do you want me to go out and stop people from walking? Like, well, no, I don't want to be up here alone when this thing falls.
Yeah. But no, there's like a big piece of wood that's keeping the window from moving.
Yeah, I got to trim that a little bit.
Yeah, you do need to trim that up. Yeah, it's cold in here this morning.
We're not even
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it blows right at my legs, which normally I wouldn't care, but right now, whew.
You might start having to wear pants.
Right.
I mean, we've been in our skivvies the last 3 months.
That's just it. And boys, silk boxers are not the thing to wear when we're going live.
When I used to be at my home studio, I could just wake up, go down the hallway. Nobody, other than my shirt, nobody knew what I had on. I literally just wore sweatpants and shorts.
Yep.
Just gym shorts for like a year and a half. Nobody knew.
And the only reason he changed his T-shirt was because he had Cheetos all over it. And
Neil would come in on Wednesday mornings back in the olden days. I'd be like, hang on, I got to go change my shirt. I had this one on yesterday. Give me a second. So now, we have to get dressed every day.
Right.
We might need to wear something, might need to wear a jacket.
Yeah.
Here in the chilly studios.
Yeah.
The Oski Dental Studios.
Maybe I need a sweater like Mr. Rogers.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Put on a little sweater.
We're just going to keep talking here for a while.
Okay.
We got lots to talk about.
Okay.
This is going to be the best show we've done this week. I can tell already.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier this week, the radio thing had me stressed out.
It did?
And I've just kind of... It did. In case you couldn't tell.
No, I didn't know.
I was under a lot of stress. And it is what it is. until I get a new computer for it.
Right, right.
But no, we're going to have fun today. So yesterday I was in Ottumwa. We've been talking about this s'mores McFlurry from McDonald's, and I had to have one. I had to have one, and I texted you. It was so good.
Yeah.
I texted you about it, which you didn't get till this morning.
Right.
But
I'm horrible with messages.
McDonald's does not sponsor Steve Shetler Media or Skunk River Radio.
But they should.
They should, because I'm telling you, you need to go get a s'mores McFlurry.
So,
or if Darian is watching at Walker Drive-Thru,
there you go.
s'more swirl. Make it happen.
Well, and I'll be honest, they got one. You need to do a taste comparison. Like,
now, do they offer it on the menu?
I believe, yeah.
Do they? I didn't know that. Well, here I am complaining about. All right. Well,
I mean, I can't remember what it's actually called. All I know is this: scale to 1 to 10. How was it yesterday?
Oh, it was,
yeah.
I'd give it a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
So it ranks right up there with the old Shamrock Shake, huh?
Better. Yeah, Shamrock Shakes are all right. It's not like I need to have one of those.
Oh, every year.
That's more of Stacy's thing, is the Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, it's a girl.
I'll eat one just to say.
Yeah, I don't care about them either. Girls.
That green stuff.
Yeah.
How about the at Christmas time they have the what's it called? Eggnog shake. You like those too?
I love eggnog.
I'm saying the s'mores McFlurry is number one.
I'm going to tell you right now. Side note, dairy in general is bad for Neil. But
Yes,
eggnog, wow.
Is it really bad?
Oh, it's Hiroshima. I mean, it's just, but I can't stop. Get a quart of eggnog in front of me, I'll chug it. It's so good.
Just eggnog in general, not like the
anything eggnog.
Shake or
I want
whatever.
eggnog right now.
That is a good shake.
It
but I'm
is.
still saying,
wow.
if you're going to McDonald's for an ice cream treat,
Yeah?
s'mores McFlurry, it can't be be beat.
Did you bring
If you're
me?
going to McDonald's for an ice cream treat, the s'mores McFlurry, it can't be beat.
Wow.
What
Did you
were
bring me
saying?
one?
I didn't. No, I would have eaten it.
Dang
If I had 2 McFlurries yesterday, I would have eaten
Would
it.
have eaten them.
No problem.
You know it's good when you could eat 2 and not even care about how you feel or the extra calories.
Yesterday afternoon, I was also moving along here. I was at the Delta Gym.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was over in the big town of Delta.
Yep.
I was inside the Delta Gym. I'm not saying for what purposes. You'll find out soon enough.
And let's just make
That's
sure we put the rumors to rest right now. Steve Shetler Media is not moving studios again.
No, it had nothing to do with any of my business ventures. Nothing to do with the media or the radio. So, no. But I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
And I said it yesterday. If you know my history with the Delta Gym,
Right.
you can figure it out. You can figure it out.
Think back, guys. Remember that time frame when Steve was a huge roller hockey dude?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, weren't you champion like 3 years running?
No.
Oh.
No, never played roller hockey
Me
there.
neither.
Did you?
No.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
No, I really didn't.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're being... No.
I couldn't tell if your feelings were hurt.
Oh, no, not at all.
I never. All right.
And you said that the Delta Gym is still
It's exactly
there?
the
and
same.
Isn't that
Like,
crazy?
The kitchen area is updated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've done obvious improvements. They put in some new windows in the gym. But no, it's kind of the same old gym.
Sort of like walking back in time.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
It is.
That's very cool.
What else? I think that's... Oh, and how about that guy?
Yeah.
That was walking through Sigourney yesterday.
Yeah. So
yeah, there was some stuff floating around on Facebook yesterday in Sigourney about the weird guy, the shoeless guy with the wire cutters. He was in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, and had warrants out for him and blah, blah, blah.
Now, you actually saw him on the road.
I did. The blur that was him. I was just coming back from, dropping Briley off in one town to come back to another town, and which was cool. and going down the highway, and this car just blows by me and about 5 other cars. I don't know how that little car was even running that fast. It looked like it should blow up. And whatever, some freak, I'm thinking, just being an idiot. Until I stop at Casey's in Sigourney, come back out, there's that car sitting at a gas pump, and the dude's just walking around the car.
Is he getting gas?
No.
Or it was just sitting there?
It was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I see him just start sort of walking away. It was like 2 hours later before I heard anything about this dude walking around town. I'm like, man, I saw the guy. I could have ran him off the road.
So what, he was driving from like...
Yeah, he was heading east, coming into Sigourney on 92.
Okay.
And yeah, I just, again, thought it was a freak deal. But I don't know. I seem to run into those freak deals all the time. They always happen around me. It's like, why?
So
why?
Because I know that somebody stole a car in Sigourney yesterday. A red Avenger.
Okay, well, this black one he must have got from somebody else.
So you're saying that he came into town in this piece of crap car.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped at Casey's.
Yeah.
Left that car there.
Well, I don't know if he left it there. All I know is he was walking away when I pulled out, and I'm like, I can't. 2 reasons. I couldn't stay there any longer because I was going to probably make fun of him vocally. Because
how tall of a guy was he?
I'm no taller than me.
Oh, okay.
If that tall. I mean, I don't know. He was hunched over. It was like, like he was tweaking. Dude was on some
Was he making those noises?
If you walked up close enough, I bet he was. He was like, sorry, but that's what I saw.
Did he have his wire cutters with him?
I didn't see wire cutters in his hand, no.
Okay. So maybe he picked those up
but yeah, apparently,
on his journey.
Yeah, apparently in my backyard at one point yesterday. Too bad Mister wasn't outside.
Mr. the dog.
He would have barked and been like, then go back to sleep. He's a good watchdog.
Good stuff.
So yeah, all kinds of things going on.
Yeah. Well, we've talked our way to 7:19 this morning. Let's thank our sponsors.
Yeah.
Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor. We thank them, as always, Rick and the crew. Hopefully you got over there for their grilling yesterday from 11 to 1. Savings are made simple, of course, at Brothers Market. Go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, you can earn rewards. Deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. Brothers Market has their app you want to download. It's a smart way to shop. I was in Brothers Market yesterday getting a few things. You can also round up this month. I think it's for the fountain this month.
Yeah. I was going to say, somebody asked me to round up.
They're always rounding up,
yeah,
and then the money goes towards something good.
I think it was a fountain, you're right.
When are they going to round up for Steve Shetler Media? That's what I want to know.
Well, good luck. I've been asking when they're going to round up for Neil, and haven't done that yet either.
Brothers Market in Sigourney. Turn your phone off, Neil.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, our studios are sponsored by Oski... What? Oh, Toothy's here. Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. Toothy.
What? Hey. Didn't know I was on yet.
Are you tweaking over there, Toothy?
Oh, that guy yesterday, I was hearing about it. He reminded me of my uncle. My uncle,
you can't remember his
Delroy.
name. Delroy?
Yeah, he was a doofus. Man, he was stupid.
Where was he in the mouth?
Where was he in the... Well...
Where did Delroy...
Here's the problem. He was a baby tooth that never came out. So he was just slow and special. He always dreamed of being a big tooth. Someday he'd be like, I'd be big tooth and I'd do big tooth things, but he couldn't.
Carry big heavy things.
Big boxes. Anyway. Bring it down, Steve. Bring it down.
Come on, Toothy.
Let's talk about Oski Dental. Toothy. Let's talk about them. They schedule your appointment right now. Do it with Dr. Dan. They're always accepting new patients. They'll file your insurance forms for you. Did you know they're a Delta Dental provider?
I did.
You did?
Delta Dental.
They're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Oh, let's try a new one. Oski Dental, 641-673 4845.
Oh, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo,
Delroy. I forgot about him.
Uncle Delroy. The baby tooth that never was.
Yep.
Did Delroy have to get pulled eventually? Or
Well,
like, did
yeah,
they
we
dig
tossed
in
him
there
to the side, but he keeps coming around once in a while.
Family reunions.
Yeah.
Tooth reunions.
You should be there. It's a wild time.
Well, I saw that on the Legion Park they had the shelter across from me. It was reserved for the toothy reunion.
We
this
don't need
weekend.
anything that big.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, give us a shoebox. We're fine. Yep. That's about it, boy.
All right. Well, we'll see you later.
Hey, no, you have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okie dokie.
Let's get over to the weather lab.
Oh, what is today looking like? It's so far away from me now.
Well, see, here's the deal. With the air conditioner in, the massive television got moved to the side. You can actually see outside now.
Right. It's great.
I just get the tippy top of the window, so I see the sky, and that's about it.
Yep. Yeah, but
So what is happening outside? I
Well,
guess
I mean,
the
right
world
now,
view is blocked.
it's a beautiful morning looking out my window.
It's a beautiful morning.
There you go. Keep it going. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Partly sunny and 87. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening through the overnight. Okay. Before 10 p.m., there's a slight chance. Then a slight chance of showers after 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So there's a chance of rain. 64 degrees tonight. Another chance of showers and rain. Thunderstorm tomorrow, 84. So another warm one. And tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, 65. Gosh, Saturday, mostly sunny, 88. Woo. So we're in the 80s for a while. I don't know what the long term looks like, but woo, we are in summer.
Sunday, Father's Day Sunday, again, slight chance of rain, 85. Monday, slight chance of rain, 88. Tuesday, 40% chance of rain, 88. Wednesday, 30% chance of rain, 88. So,
Yikes.
and it's pretty much the exact same forecast for the next entire week.
Yeah. Huh. Well, you'll have that. It is June.
It is.
In
And you know what they say about
Iowa.
June?
Oh, yeah. Once you go
June.
That's funny. Once you go June.
You swoon.
You swoon.
This or that.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Are you an optimist? Are you a realist?
I don't really know.
Or are you, how do you say, like we say realty, like realty.
Yeah.
So realist.
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 I'm
Optimist, are you optimistic or are you kind of pessimistic?
I don't know.
I probably lean towards realist.
I mean,
I don't have a whole lot of optimism in me.
well, I guess when you put it that way, I probably am the optimist of the bunch.
Yeah.
Because, you never know. Every day's a new day. Just roll with it. I mean, you never know what could happen. You could just be out and about somewhere and boom, whatever, get one planted on you.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, when you're as handsome as you are, things just happen.
You're not telling me anything I don't know, Steve. It's a curse, really.
It is. It's a blessing and
And
curse.
I'd like people to know that there's a lot more going on than just this pretty face. I mean, I got some knowledge in there.
Oh,
Not much, but I'm going to
okay.
say optimist.
Street knowledge.
Street
Street cred. That goes up at 6 a.m. each weekday morning. Get your comments in. Question of the day, sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. If you had a paid-for trip, I don't know why I worded it that way. It should just say paid vacation to anywhere. Paid-for trip. Where would you go?
So if
Paid vacation.
to go anywhere?
To go anywhere.
Ireland. I want to see the castles.
Have we had something like this before?
No, but I just always bring up that I want to go to Ireland someday.
Ireland.
I do. I want to go to Ireland. If it was definitely. I would do that. Either that or Yenrogus.
Yeah. Or Hayesville.
Right.
Delta Gym.
Yes.
Tour the Delta Gym.
Tour.
Why go to an Ireland castle when you can tour the Delta Gymnasium?
My bad. I shouldn't have shut you down yesterday. You're like, you want to come in?
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm good.
I didn't.
No,
say
you're like, no,
didn't.
I've got to drive to Thornburg so Briley can go to Victor's so she can drive back to Sigourney.
Yeah.
How about this? Did Briley get to come home from the
Yes.
field?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, then why? So that doesn't make sense.
I know.
Why didn't she have to drive back to
I
Victor
know.
to drive back to Thornburg
Thank
to drive
you.
back to Sigourney?
I don't know. Because sports be weird. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I had a paid trip to anywhere, they could pay me to stay home.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Pessimist coming out. If they could transport me, like teletransportation,
Yeah.
I would travel all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just that in between.
So you're waiting for the days of Star Trek
Yes.
when they just, whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
Beam me up,
up.
Scotty.
Yes. Beam me to wherever, and I'll go there.
I hope they make that someday.
I just, I'd like to go to Hawaii.
Really?
I'd like to go to Australia,
Huh.
but I don't want to take that long flight.
Well, just sleep.
I don't sleep on airplanes.
Oh. I can sleep anywhere. I mean, there could be an earthquake going on, and I'd be like, shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Something's burning. Get it out. I'm going back to sleep.
It's our air conditioner.
I hope not.
What else we got? Oh, we got our tournament. Our tournament.
This one's...
1980s Saturday morning cartoons sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. He-Man versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what TMNT stands for, in case you didn't know.
He-Man.
And it is, I think it's fairly competitive in
Is
the
it?
voting. Thumbs up for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or
Good.
heart for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get your votes until 6 p.m. Thumbs up for He-Man, heart for Turtles. You're going He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean this one doesn't really matter to me, so it's whatever.
Do any of the cartoons matter to you? Because you've said that a couple different times.
Well, let's see here. Let's bring up the whole thing.
Right.
All right. So our next round is totally set now. We've got He-Man, Turtles, Chippendale, Ghostbusters, Smurfs, Care Bears, Bugs Bunny, DuckTales. None of those really stand out to me. I didn't really watch either one of these. The He-Man Turtles match.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch those. I think the Turtles came when I was like an older teenager, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of little kid
Well,
stuff.
true.
He-Man, I never really got into for whatever reason. Now, if Star Wars had a cartoon back in the day, I would have been all about that. I liked Super Friends. That got screwed.
And I never heard of it.
Bottom right corner. Bugs Bunny. I can do Bugs Bunny. Smurfs. I watched the Smurfs. So yeah. But just He-Man, TM. It doesn't really do much for me, personally. So whoever moves on. We'll see. And yeah, it is like I said. Both of them are getting their fair share of votes. So we'll see who moves on
Right.
in the tournament. 1980s Saturday morning cartoons. Also, one more thing here we'll throw up on the screen.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav!
Holy cow, look how good that looks.
Our flavor, Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week at Walker Drive-Thru is Black Raspberry.
Look how just enticing that is.
Purple.
Wow.
Very black raspberry, purple-ish. So when you go through the drive-thru at Walker's, you say, I'll take the Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week because I want you to. I want you to do that. And I want everybody watching and listening to
Okay. You know what? Yeah. Instructions understood. Absolutely.
All right.
No, I'll do it. You're like, yo, Darien. I want the Steve Shetler flavor of the week, man. Give it to me. And then when...
Suck it to me.
And then whatever, I don't know the girl's name, but she was very friendly last weekend. When she says, can I help you? I'll be like, I need the Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week. And she'll be like, what?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm like, do it now.
What are you talking about, sir?
Now.
So that's going on. Make sure you take
going.
advantage of that. Sounds yummy in my tummy. Probably not as good as the s'mores McFlurry, but probably
Black
close.
raspberry is one of my favorites. Always has been.
There are several people commenting that this is the best week
Yeah,
for black raspberry.
Black raspberry is a really, really good flavor.
I'll give it a try. I have no problem giving it a try.
You never tried black raspberry?
I don't recall.
Oh, you might find a whole new love right there. Seriously. I'm excited.
By the way, I don't know if we've given any love. We got the Uplifting Puppet Company coming in today.
Yeah.
As in, I think it's just one guy, Brant Bollman, will be coming in. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up during the 8 o'clock hour. So that's what's happening today, guest-wise. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Time for a commercial break. We'll get some of our sponsors in. Be back with more after this.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Hi, Clint.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental here on Steve Shetler Media. Just another morning show. We thank our sponsors, Brothers Market, our headliner, and Oski Dental is our studio sponsor. And
Seriously.
it is chilly. Chilly here in the studios. We finally got an air conditioner.
Wow, all of a sudden I got the chills.
Chills and thrills.
No, that place was horrible.
Chills and thrills. I was talking about the big and rich saving the horse ride a cowboy.
Gotcha.
By the way, it got up to 93 yesterday.
Man, it felt it.
According to my official National Weather Service
feel like
equipment, 93 degrees.
Yep.
That was hot yesterday. Okay, so Sandy Smithhart, our faithful and loyal listener, follower, and friend.
Friend.
She sent us what's going on here in Sigourney with the with Highway 149. It says, today, starting at 6 a.m., so going on right now, road construction at the 500 block of South Main on Highway 149. Detours are, if you're coming from the north, from like Casey's, coming through town, going south towards a hospital, you're going to turn on Spring Street to Stewart, Stewart to Hickory, Hickory to Maine. So I guess it's just in town. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It must not be that hard to get around.
But like you said, why is it...
Why did we have the giant sign? It seemed like it was like going to be a major thing.
Right.
That's not. That doesn't seem like a major thing. It
No.
just seems like a little bit of an inconvenience, but not that big a deal. So, all right. Thanks for clearing that up, Sandy.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Let's do some stuff on this date in history. It is June 12th already.
Wow.
Again, we are, with all the softball and baseball that you and I have been taking in this month
it's flying
by. It flies by. On this date in history, 1792, guess what George Vancouver discovered?
Tennis.
He discovered the site of what is now Vancouver.
What?
British
That's
Columbia.
amazing because
I
his
know.
name is Vancouver.
I know.
That's so
What's
nuts.
the coincidence?
Right.
A guy named Vancouver discovered a town named Vancouver.
Tennis would have been cooler.
Yeah, Vancouver tennis.
Right.
On this date, 1839, the very first baseball game was played in America.
Wow, thanks.
Play ball! Wonder how long it took for softball to be invented.
Yeah, true. Good question.
Then the thing is, 100 years later, to the date of baseball being played in America, the Baseball Hall of Fame opened up in Cooperstown.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. It took 100 years. What's going to happen in 2039? Who knows? Interactive Hall of Fame, probably.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably have like videos and
Holograms.
Yes, holograms of Babe Ruth.
Yep, and you can like pitch to these guys or hit off of them or hit on them. I don't know.
Idea. Good idea, Neil. I think we should make that a thing.
Seriously, I mean, wouldn't that be awesome to be like, whatever?
Hey,
pitch
we
to
need
Babe
a picture,
Ruth.
not a belly itcher.
I always want to say that, but when I think
Come on,
about
Cy
it,
Young, give me your best.
what's that mean? Is that a sports reference that I don't get?
Cy Young, baseball player.
Okay, what about him?
Like he's pitching to you.
Oh, gotcha. Who the heck's Cy Young? Why do I
Babe
care?
Ruth. 1974,
Sports.
Little League Baseball
What?
gave in to pressure and started allowing girls to play.
Good.
1974. Yeah, I'm thinking back, like the Bad News Bears. They had some girls on the team, didn't they? Or
They
at
had to
least
do
one
that.
girl?
Yeah.
Hey, today on the National Day calendar, help me out on this if you
Okay.
got some extras. Today is World Day Against Child Labor. Yeah. So take that. What? World Day Against Child Labor.
Well, who's supposed to do it?
If the kids aren't laboring, then
come on.
National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. My grandma, Renner, made the best peanut butter cookies.
Well, you may think so.
No.
But
I know so.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You know, it's something hard to beat, that older generation. Any of their sweets like that, the cookies and cakes. Oh,
Press the fork down in the peanut butter cookie to give it a little.
I made some peanut butter cookies a while back. Briley, she said they were great. I think it was supposed to make like 24 cookies. I ended up with 8. They were
they
enormous, but they were okay. They were fine. It didn't taste like grandma's.
I was gonna say who made the best peanut butter cookies.
I
in
don't
your
even
world?
remember peanut butter cookie wise. Seems like one of my aunts made a really good one.
When they weren't dancing with poles.
Yeah, when they weren't pole dancing with the Beatles.
It's all right. So I think you had this. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? This says today is National Jerky Day.
Okay.
Wasn't it yesterday?
Well, that's what mine said, but now it says it again for today.
All right.
So they
Double
were
jerky.
Yeah.
Herky jerky.
Jerk.
It's National Loving Day.
Oh. That's just fantastic.
Anybody you're loving over there? Just everybody.
Trying to love myself.
Oh, You do have to first love yourself, Neil.
That's right.
To be able to love others.
Sometimes I think I love me too much.
Hands on the table. It's National Red Rose Day.
Whoa. You've
Red
got way
Rose.
more days than I do.
Really?
I think, unless I'm not... Oh, there I've got more. How about International Yarn Bombing Day?
What?
International Yarn Bombing Day.
Yarn bomb?
Yep. Yarn bombing, or covering your town or area with beautiful, colorful, fun yarn.
Wouldn't that be like illegal or something?
I don't know.
Vandalism?
What you would think.
A waste of yarn?
A waste of yarn. Well, it's a practice that's, not really used that much anymore. You don't see as many. There's another thing in the older generations. Yarning.
What is yarning?
Crochet? I'm trying. Sorry. Sewing? Crocheting?
Yarning. Yeah.
That's the first thing that came in my mind. Yarning.
Knitting?
Knitting. There you go. That's perfect.
Knit you a scarf?
Did you have Raggedy Ann and Andy Day?
Didn't you say that yesterday?
See? But it says Thursday the 12th.
Our sources of these days are both iffy.
Well, this one, did you have Superman Day?
No.
Okay. There.
Mine does say that National Red Rose Day honors the flower that is a symbol of love and romance, the red rose. The June birth flower is the rose.
Oh.
Now you know.
Oh.
You know.
It's International Falafel Day.
Falafel?
Yeah.
What's a falafel?
It's a food.
Is it like a waffle?
Falafel.
It's full of philosophy?
Try making your own falafel. Enjoy any of the many ways chickpea-based protein. Oh, I'd like that. Can be eaten from gyros, or as the illiterate call it, gyros.
Well, yeah, gyros.
It's a euro.
And get my gyro on. At the state fair.
Yeah,
They sell gyros.
They've got the absolute best ones. They do. Euros.
Gyro.
I'll gyrate you.
Let's go to some things you need to know. Things you need to know. Whoa! Things you need to know. Brian Wilson, Beach Boys, as you know, he's dead.
I heard that.
Yeah. Many call him a pop music genius. Singer-songwriter, co-founded the Beach Boys, dead at the age of 82.
Hung out with, what's his face? That killer? Is that Manson?
Oh, Charles Manson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back together again.
A connection. Yeah.
So my cousin, I'm not going to even throw his name out.
So you're saying Brian Wilson went
So I'm
south.
just saying. My cousin posted that last night. But it was just a picture of Wilson, Manson, back together again. Like, wow. So, but hey.
Something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come
were
on.
you much of a Beach Boys fan?
I didn't mind their music as a kid, Yeah. I mean, it was catchy. It was...
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good vibrations. Dun, 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 dun. I can't think of any other songs right now.
No, I mean, I like you. I like their music.
Yeah.
I never, ever went out of my way to listen to it.
No.
If it was on, I was like, oh, cool. Beach
Right.
Boys.
I don't think I ever owned any of their albums.
No. Yeah, so fans, but not fans.
Right. But knowing that Brian Wilson had such a connection with Manson, then it's like, what were those songs about? Good vibrations. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you now.
General Hospital star Chris Robinson, who portrayed Dr. Rick Weber on the daytime soap opera, he's dead too.
What?
86 years old.
Don't remember him.
Nope. While we're talking about, let's just get them all out of the way. A former MTV VJ and talk show host Ananda Lewis.
Yeah.
Dead.
Okay.
52. Anybody else dead on my list? No, I think that's... We got all the dead people. Let me look just to make sure. Yeah, everybody's dead. Who is Ananda Lewis?
Oh, yeah. Wait, I was going to look. Ananda?
Yeah.
Ananda Lewis. Right there she popped up. To look at her picture, I sure don't remember ever seeing her.
Yeah, no. Anyway.
Huh.
Let's see here. Back in 2020, Christians remain the largest religious group in the world with 2.3 billion followers. However, that percentage of them in the world has declined by almost 2%. Muslims, however, have increased by that much. Now is 25.6 of the world's religions. So Christians on a little bit of a decline, Muslims on a little bit of an increase. So that's what's happening.
Should we be scared?
I'm not.
Okay.
I know how things end.
I'm just saying.
I have read the end of the Bible. Spoiler alert. God wins. CBS Tony Awards drew 4.85 million viewers. The largest
still have
since
the Tonys?
2019. Yeah, they still got and they increased. So
wow.
Largest viewership in 6 years. Good for them. Other stuff going on. All right, so Harvey Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
He's in jail. He did a lot of bad stuff. They had a mixed bag of results on Wednesday. A Manhattan jury Wednesday convicted the disgraced movie mogul, Harvey Weinstein, of sexually assaulting a production assistant. They also acquitted him of assaulting a former model and indicated that they have failed to reach a verdict on a charge alleging that he raped an actress. So, guilty, not guilty, and
stalemate.
So 1-1-1 yesterday for Harvey Weinstein. Rumors going around in Puerto Rico. Several proposals are circulating to cut ties with the U.S. I mean, would we really miss Puerto Rico?
Whoa, dude.
I truly don't know. Is Puerto Rico that important to have around?
I'm not positive, but I'm finding out right now.
They are wanting, evidently, to realign with Spain. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Puerto Rico. Yeah, you do a quick history lesson and see how important Puerto Rico is. Starbucks looking to hire a couple of global coffee creators to travel the world for a year.
Really?
One role is open to current employees. The other is open to the general public. Applicants must post a TikTok explaining why they're a fit and need to apply here pretty quick. They'll pay you up to $136,000 to travel around the world and write about coffee.
I know
Starbucks.
words, and I like coffee. Where do you sign up for that?
Probably the Starbucks website.
Sweet. I gotta make a note.
Get to it. For the record, Greenland and Iceland both experienced record heat in May. So, global warming.
Right.
It's too cold in here.
Dude, I'm telling you.
We need some global warming here in the studio. No, actually, I was just kidding.
Well,
I think it's nice.
I am going to turn the fan down a notch during the next break.
You are in the direct line
I could cut
of
glass
fire.
over here, guys. That's horrible.
Let's see. Where's a piece of glass?
The window.
Go up to the window and see if you can cut it.
No, that
would
would
take a picture. Screen Actors Guild set to end their nearly year-long strike with video game companies. I didn't know this was a thing. The two sides reaching a tentative agreement over use of AI replicas. So, not sure what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't get it, but it sounds interesting.
Actors in video games. Actors get a lot of work and money from working with big-time video games anymore. I mean...
Really?
Video games is a huge industry.
Well, yeah.
Tons of money. And voice actors and then actors kind of lending their, what do you want to call it? Lending their image and all that stuff. Yeah, big money in video games. Let's see here. Other stuff. United Natural Foods, a major distributor for Whole Foods, has paused deliveries after a cyber attack shut down its ordering systems. Now, this raises fears of empty shelves and supply delays in the weeks ahead. And I'm sure prices will get jacked up.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm imagining that they probably hacked themselves just so this would happen.
Sure.
And they can jack the prices up.
That's messed up, but it's not too far from the truth. I mean, really, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or they're just saying it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. If you like cool Hollywood memorabilia, there's a big auction coming up next month with the Summer Entertainment Auction July 15th through the 19th. Among the items up for grabs is a miniature of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing starfighter that was used in The Empire Strikes Back. They're also going to be selling the lightsabers used by Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith. Also, they're going to be selling the whip that Harrison Ford used. You'd probably like that. In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. What? And then
What?
Macaulay Culkin's knit snow cap from the original Home Alone.
Oh, that's just what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Wonder. I don't even know if that was a word.
I wonder.
It probably is. I don't. Does that go along with the dudes there a couple weeks ago that bought the Jordan jersey? I mean, and over here is my Macaulay Culkin stocking hat.
Well, and I'm a super nerd. I have Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber.
I mean, and you know that stuff's not going to be cheap. It's not going for $20.
And I got
a whip.
I got whip. It was so good. Other stuff going on. A new documentary premiered at the Tribeca Festival on Tuesday. It's called Billy Idol Should Be Dead.
Whoa. What?
Among the things you're going to learn is that Billy almost died from a heroin overdose back in 1984.
Oh, not surprising.
Billy Idol. What was that video? Rebel Yell!
Yeah, yep.
I thought Billy Idol had the coolest hair back in the day.
Yeah, I pretty much rocked it.
You had spiky hair? I don't remember you with spiky hair.
I tried, but it didn't work.
Or blonde spiky hair.
No.
I kind of wanted the spiky hair,
yeah?
But it was one of those things. I told the story a while back about me wanting Simon Le Bon's hair from Duran Duran.
Right.
Where it had kind of the spiky part.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that haircut, and then I thought I just looked ridiculous. And so I just immediately went back to the way I had it. Feathered. I had the feathered look back in the day.
Yeah?
So I probably, in my mind, in my like middle school mind, I would have went and got the blonde spikes, and then I would have been like, this is the most ridiculous thing
Can
I've
you
ever
imagine you walking into junior high with bleached white hair, spiked up, walking in? Sup, ladies?
I would not have had the confidence to do that.
Really?
No.
Man, I think you could have pulled it off.
No. But I tell you what, that white bleached look is in for the guys these days, so somebody could pull it off.
So you're saying it's time?
Well, I don't have any hair
but
now.
Should
is the
I
problem.
do it?
I could go with the white look.
Right.
I don't have much on top to grow out, though.
Oh.
Yeah, you should do the bleach.
That's what I was waiting for. You telling me that I should do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. Does your hair spike very well?
Well, I got to get just a little more length. Because ever since Briley cut my hair the last time, I'm still working on 2.5 months of growing it back out. Yeah, I think you get enough gel in there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely would take some product.
Put the gel in and spray her down.
In the Rebel,
yeah.
Wide wording.
I think I'd look like a fool.
Probably.
But,
it'd be fun for a day.
It's good for the show.
Good for ratings.
Right.
Other stuff you need to know. 25-year-old bride in India is being accused. 25-year-old.
Just It was just rolled right off the tongue.
Our Indian ratings just went down the tube. We're a big hit in that one town.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. 25-year-old bride in India being accused of hiring 4 men to kill her husband.
Jeez.
This was from an arranged marriage while they were still on their honeymoon. So, I mean, they literally had just gotten married.
Wow.
She obviously didn't want to be married in this arranged marriage. And men must not have went through with it. Something happened. Woo, we got a bunch of stuff to get through yet here on things you need to know. Dakota Johnson sharing that she broke up with Chris Martin because he kept dragging his feet on the two of them getting married.
Oh, Chris.
Get with it, Chris.
Come
Commit.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was waiting for...
Yeah, I was processing that. It took me a little bit to process.
Now, if Dakota Johnson wants to move on, one source says that maybe Orlando Bloom will be on the market, saying that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's relationship is on the rocks. So, there you go with that. President Trump announcing on Tuesday he's going to be, you may have heard this, seen this popping up in your timeline, the names of... he's going to be restoring the names of some of the Confederate war leaders like Robert E. Lee, Fort Robert E. Lee, 6 other military bases, going to be bringing back some Confederate war leader names that had been previously removed. So, there you go.
Okay.
That Paramount laying off 3.5% of the U.S. workforce. Of their U.S. workforce.
Who is?
Not like the entire U.S. workforce.
Oh.
Paramount.
TV
place. You know, they make movies and shows.
Right.
They're laying off 3.5% of their U.S. workforce as they await FCC approval for Skydance Media's acquisition of the company. So they're getting bought out, evidently, and they're firing a chunk of their workforce.
You're fired.
Just in time for Father's Day, Billy Ray Cyrus's son, Trace Cyrus, went on a social media rampage against his dad, calling Billy Ray washed up and pathetic.
Oh.
And calling him out for not attending his grandmother's funeral back in 2020.
Whoa.
Trace Cyrus. A happy Father's Day, Billy Ray.
Wow.
His heart is achy breaking right now. Chick-fil-A. I like some Chick-fil-A. Test marketing some new sandwiches starting this week. You can find, you would like this one, the new Jalapeno Ranch Club Chicken Sandwich.
I would eat that. I would eat that sandwich. I would make that sandwich mine.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That's on their menu. Oh, sorry.
What?
My bad. That's on their menu exclusively in Salt Lake City. Why are we talking about that then? I don't know. And then they've got the new creamy barbecue chicken sandwich, which is only available in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh.
Why? Why is this a thing? Why are they teasing us with these things?
Right.
Ice Spice.
Ice.
Is that an ice or an ice girl? Is that a Spice Girl?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it?
I don't recall there being an Ice Spice. Or who is? All right, just look up Ice Spice. What is Ice Spice? Who is Ice Spice? Whoever this person is, they have joined the cast of the upcoming movie, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants.
What?
Yeah, you'll have to.
There is a news. What?
You'll have to go see that one.
I'm definitely on that.
Who is calling you at
Ice
8 o'clock
Spice.
in the morning? He's busy.
I don't think it was a phone call.
Oh, it's just. I saw. Oh.
Wait, Ice Spice is an American rapper and songwriter.
Oh, so Ice is it a guy?
No.
Oh. It's
wow.
a wannabe Spice Girl? 30 years too late?
Maybe. She's got some funky hair. She's 25 years old.
Is she a daughter of one of the Spice Girls?
Oh, that's a good question. Who is Ice Spice related to?
Old Spice is her dad.
Why did something that simple make me chuckle?
I know.
Is the oldest of 5 siblings. Her father is Joseph Gaston.
Sure it is.
Oh, he's an African-American underground rapper.
Well, yeah.
With Nigerian roots.
Well, who didn't know that?
Yeah.
The mom's not a Spice Girl?
No, she's
well, dang it.
Sharina Almanzar.
Oh, of course it is.
She's Dominican.
Well, yeah. Dominican.
Dominican.
All right. So moving on from Ice
is.
Spice, she got a lot of love on this show today.
Yeah.
Good job, Ice. 40 years ago, Mick Jagger, David Bowie teamed up for their collaboration of Dancing in the Street. That was a good song. I think I got that on 45 at home.
Trying to remember it.
Have you ever seen the video? The video makes the rounds on Facebook and social media of the filming of that video, where it's a joke. It's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Where they do it without the music, and they've like put in what it would sound like if it was just them without music playing, making weird noises and dancing, and it's hilarious. Anyway, to mark the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the song, the single is being reissued as a limited edition white vinyl 12-inch.
Wow.
12-incher. It features all the song's mixes. How many mixes of the song are there? I don't know.
Right.
For the very first time on this 12-inch white vinyl record.
White vinyl?
Yeah.
I don't know if have you ever seen?
I haven't. That'd be kind of neat.
It would be. I've seen red and different.
I don't know what the significance is of that, but
12-inch white, that's unheard of.
it is. One of the hottest tickets in Las Vegas.
Why'd you get so loud?
I just,
I thought you were like trying to make sure I didn't say anything else.
Moving on. One of the hottest tickets in Las Vegas these days is to get into the Sphere.
What's that?
The Sphere? And watch The Wizard of Oz. I think it must be like a fully immersed
that'd be cool.
Theater. Starting August 28th, you can watch the classic Wizard of Oz on the 160,000 square foot screen.
What?
While listening to a remastered audio on 167,000 speakers.
What?
That they call Sphere Immersive Sound. They say it will feel as though you are in Oz. Now, it costs $138 per person plus fees. But that'd be pretty cool.
It might be
experience.
worth it. I mean, wow.
Sphere.
So, it makes you wonder how...
In Vegas.
Where all, is it just completely around you?
Yeah.
To where...
That
could be really cool.
Yeah.
That could.
Kind of neat. Let's go to the Impossible. Today's Impossible. Now, see, with the windows shut and the air conditioner on, we don't have to worry all that much about people hearing us outside.
I know, but it was sort of fun to yell at them.
Fun.
Be like, hey, nice pants, weirdo.
So we can say impossible question all we want. Today's impossible question, 29% of people admit doing this intentionally, even though it's rude. I mean...
that's unlimited, yeah.
29% of people admit doing this intentionally, even though it's rude. Think about that. Let's go through the comments quick. We got Dan, Bubby, Sandy, Dixie, Pat, Sherry, Patrick, Nancy, Jackie, Sandy, Sherry, Dixie, Patrick, Peg. I think that's all the comments. Where has Amber been lately?
I don't know. I'm guessing one of us made her mad.
Where'd Amber go?
I don't know. It's weird.
Come back, Amber. We're sorry.
Seems like once every week we lose at least one.
I do something to tick somebody off.
I'm sure it's probably not you.
Oh, it's a combination.
Yeah.
All right. So nearly 30% of people admit to doing this intentionally, even though they know it's rude.
Gosh, again, that could be so many things. Not holding the door, or belching in public.
I thought you'd go a different direction.
No.
Belching.
No, well, I mean, wait a second. What is that supposed to mean? I've never done that.
I know.
I do it all the time.
Breaking
wind
plans.
Oh.
Breaking plans.
Oh.
About 30% of people do that intentionally.
Oh.
Even though it's rude. They break plans.
I mean, I could see it. I know it happens all the time, but I don't know about intentionally. So intentionally breaking plans, isn't that like saying, oh, yeah, Friday? Yeah, let's do that.
I'll be there.
Knowing that you're not going to even give it a second thought.
Country artist I had that one time?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Just didn't show up.
That's true.
Good times.
He had no intentions of showing up or apologizing.
Or letting me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good times. Hey, let's take a break. Now, coming up here shortly, we're going to have Uplifting Puppet Company in the His House.
Hizzy.
In the Hizzy Flavor Flav. So stay tuned for that. We've also got the rest of our normal stuff coming up here on Just Another Morning Show.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Keota Veterinary Clinic. We're a small-town clinic that offers the advantages of modern veterinary technology. Our treatment experience ranges from animals as small as hamsters and as large as draft horses. Whether it's routine vaccinations or a complex medical problem, we're here for you and the animals you care about. Find Keota Veterinary Clinic at 102 East Broadway in Keota. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30. Keota Veterinary Clinic, where hometown values meet modern medicine.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
If you like red, white, and blue from Tassel Ridge Winery, but prefer sweet white wines, try our Star Spangled White. Star Spangled White is a sweet white wine made entirely from Edelweiss grapes. Chill a bottle of Star Spangled White and sip it as you watch the sunset. Tassel Ridge Star Spangled White wine is available at about 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa. Look for the displays of Tassel Ridge wine where you shop. If the store doesn't offer Star Spangled White, ask the manager to get it for you.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Hey, and welcome back to Just Another Morning Show here on Steve Shuttler Media. Brothers Market is our headliner, and Oski Dental sponsors our studios. Steve and the Haze with you, hanging out on this Thursday morning. And hey, we were talking. He's just now getting in the studio. We're going to give him a minute just to get settled in here. I want to make sure our stream is going good. Are you looking on your phone?
I'm trying, yeah.
Okay. Because on my phone, for some reason, the video froze up. But on my software here on the computer, we're looking good.
Say everything. Normally, it would tell us right here. Do. Hurry up, phone. I need a new phone.
Do. The old do.
Nope, I'm working.
All right, we're good to
Yeah,
go. All right, so we are live. We are local, of course, right here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. I'm trying to find on my stuff. There's a little bit of what we can use. Bringing up the Uplifting Parade, Puppet Parade, coming up this Saturday, 2 p.m. in downtown Oskaloosa. And we do welcome in our guest at this time for today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brant Bollman, right?
That's me.
Hey, we got Brant in hanging out with us today. Just another morning show. I'm disappointed. We didn't get any of the giant walking puppets from the lighted Christmas parade.
Oh, they won't fit up the stairs.
I don't doubt it. And I'm okay with that because, as I told Steve yesterday, that might frighten me a little bit to see one of them guys just bending his head to get in here. And yeah, they're a little freakish.
Last summer, my friends at the George Daily and I, we did a production of The Hobbit with human actors and puppets, and we have these giant spiders that,
oh yeah,
and their eyes glow. So I had some students from a college. I work at William Penn. That's the day job, and I had some students who wanted to be involved in the parade. So we just put some Santa hats on these giant spiders, and they were just like creeping everybody out last year.
That would be weird.
The announcers were like, "Oh, here comes those theater people."
Theater people.
So, Brant, you got this big event. Of course, Art on the Square is going on this weekend in Oskaloosa, and
it's like the 56th Art on the Square.
Wow, yeah, 56th time that this has been happening in downtown Oskaloosa. Let me take a peek. Let me bring the forecast up here real quick. Saturday, it's going to be warm, but it's going to be dry. Mostly sunny, and 88 is our forecast right now. So weather's looking all right. So tell us, part of Art on the Square. This is a new thing this year, right?
Yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. In 2022, we had a gentleman here named Andrew Kim who was born in Korea, grew up in Chicago, and now lives in northern England. And he has become famous by doing these handmade parades all over England and Europe. And they're these celebration of creativity where the community makes things, and then on a Saturday there's a band and people come out with the giant puppets and hats they've made and flags they wave, and it's this real celebration of culture and creativity. And we've been kicking around doing that, and I've got some funding from the Iowa Arts Council and from the Mahaska County Community Foundation, and this was the year we did it. And for like 3 weeks, we've been slaving away. I've got a guest artist named Piper Smith who grew up in Oskaloosa and now is off in the big world. Believe it or not, there is an industry of giant puppet builders.
Really?
She is working with Bare Bones in Minneapolis, which is a puppetry and performance art troupe that's been around for 30 years, 40 years. Okay. And so she's been in for 2.5 weeks, and we have a theme for this. The first one, it's called Fins and Feathers. Okay. So there's 2 teams. There's one group that have been building birds. I've made a giant bird. Right. And then Piper made a fish, and it is amazing. It is kind of a Chinese dragon style.
Oh, cool.
So it's got these giant hula hoops inside, and there's 6 people who will be running this thing. It could eat dozens of people, but it's a very friendly little fish. It is. But then we've also been in the community. We worked for a week with the George Daly Youth Theater, which is I do a lot of puppetry there. They're my friends and collaborators, and some people would say we are like Don Quixote taking, like The Hobbit. We do big, giant, audacious productions.
Yeah.
And so we worked with, I believe, 32 youth from kindergarten through high school, and we made body puppets this last week, which is kind of like Grimace or... it's like a costume or a mascot. A hand puppet has a hand inside running it, and a body puppet, your whole body's inside. So
cool.
We made fish and birds. So
cool.
So this is the Saturday that it's going to happen. We've got a steel drum band. I say they're Caribbean, but they're from Iowa. But they play music that's like, I was calling a ping pong, ping pong, pong band, but I should say it's a steel drum band. I've learned.
Whenever steel drums get involved, I don't know if you watch or are a fan of The Office.
I have watched The Office, yes.
There's an episode where the main character, Michael Scott, comes back from a vacation with the steel drum, and all he plays is feeling hot.
Yes. We hope
there's more than that.
These are very high, like the best steel drummers in Iowa.
That's cool.
And then we are meeting the fish troupe will meet by Smoky Row in that alley, and I'll have the bird people over by the courthouse. And at 2:00 we will march around the square. And now that's on top of Art on the Square, which will have all their vendors and food trucks and artists. And
it's a big deal.
Kids' activities. It's really going to be a celebration. Sometimes in the past, late, like about 2:00, people have started to lose some energy. So I decided to bring the energy with kids and the artsy people in the community are all going to be parading around. And at the end, we'll come around that beautiful bandstand and we'll dance around a little bit at the end. So it's going to be really fun. I've been dreaming of this and working on it for years, really, but now we're on the home stretch.
Yeah. I've got your graphic up, your image up on the screen right now, and as it says there, the Uplifting Puppet Parade, Saturday, June 14th, 2 p.m. sharp, downtown Oskaloosa during Art on the Square. And as it says there, free DIY puppet kits. Easy to follow video tutorials, community workshops galore. So you can go to the website there, upliftingpuppetco.org.
If you're around today, we will be during the Thankful Thursday in City Band. We will have a table with anybody can come up and make a bird or a fish. We have a project called a Flappy Bird. And we have a wiggly fish. You can make one of those. We'll also be around tomorrow at Friday after 5. There will be the big Uplifting Puppet Company table with the logo on it. We will be making puppets there. And then at your last chance to make a puppet will be in the morning, like 9 to noon at Art on the Square. We'll still be making some puppets. Walk up. It's all free.
Cool.
Nice.
Funded by my partners, and I've had a lot of great community help with the Face of Oskaloosa and the George Daly and Main Street of Oskaloosa. I'm sure there's one of those that I'm forgetting, but I love them all.
Right?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. So, all right, so let's take kind of a deeper dive into you personally. Like, when did you get into this puppet thing?
Well, so I grew up on the kind of PBS Muppets. I loved Fraggle Rock, which is kind of like it's like Sesame Street for
cool kids.
Leftist. Yeah, and but really the moment that my life changed was when I went to see Return of the Jedi. While all my friends were staring at Princess Leia, I was staring at Jabba the Hutt.
Really?
Yeah, I knew right off the bat that Jabba the Hutt was a puppet, but was huge and weird. It was like a toad. And then not long after that, at the school book fair, I bought The Magic of Return of the Jedi, which had pictures inside. And I learned who Phil Tippett was for the first time. He's a huge influence on my life. He's the guy who made the Tauntauns and all those things. And there was these little pictures of like the 4 people. One guy laid down inside, and somebody ran the tail like an oar, and it just captured my mind. At that same time, I was reading The Hobbit. I had a long bus ride to school. I was a country kid, but I was the country kid who would lay on a hay bale and stare at the clouds while my dad yelled at me to get to work. And I was reading The Hobbit, and there's a chapter in The Hobbit called Roast Mutton where there's these 3 trolls around a campfire, and I, in my mind's eye, could see these big paper mache Jabba the Hutt style puppets doing that play with a live action Bilbo. Now, it took me decades for that to happen, which was we kind of came to life last summer with all my friends who had similar dreams. We worked together on it. But then I was like, okay, now what am I going to do? My bucket list is crossed off. But luckily, we've have more stories to tell and amazing things going on. I do a giant lantern parade in the Drake neighborhood of Des Moines every summer. That's the 11th of July. We'll be making a big dance and puppet, and we have all kinds of community members doing a drum corps, and it's at night, so they're glowing.
Nice.
And just it's been a great experience, and they asked me to come back, which is good. You can tell it's pretty, like, they were like, hey, let's do this thing again. So we're back doing it again, and I have a lot of other fun stuff. I'm making puppets, no rest. Next week, I'm making alien puppets at the George Daly with littles, so like kindergarten through 3rd graders. What I love about that project is whenever I make collaborative big puppets with kids especially at the George Daly, the kids will draw out the little kid drawings, like we know kid drawings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And then by the end of the week, I
still draw that way.
Good. Well, we've made big. It looks like they've come right off the page.
Oh, awesome.
And like the big giant eyes,
cool.
and I'm always glad when it looks just like their drawings, but it's this huge cardboard thing.
That's huge for the kids,
around.
I bet.
Yeah,
I mean, to see it in real life, more or less, their picture.
And we've really been growing a creative thinking culture. I think schools are starting to do this more and more. It used to, like, there's more problem solving and STEAM, they call it, when, the kind of engineering and art come together. That's the pool I swim in educationally. I like, oh, this won't work. Like, I have these contraptions inside that make the heads turn, and if your physics aren't right, the head goes falling off. So you MacGyver it together. So that's what I love art. I love that era, but the MacGyverism, the critical thinking is really the thing that keeps me doing this.
That's very cool.
How do you get this crazy drawing to come to life?
Yeah.
And really look like a thing. So
that's cool. That is. I can tell you and I like a lot of the same movies. I don't know how old you are. I'm 52, soon to be 53, and it's like, especially with Star Wars, when they got into the newer movies, there was just so much CGI, and it's like they had gotten away from what made Star Wars, which was some of it looked kind of cheesy back in the day, now that you look back at it, but it's like that's what made it so endearing and what made you love. Like when you said Jabba the Hutt, and Neil, you're not much of a Star Wars fan.
Not much, but I mean, I do remember, my first time seeing Jabba the Hutt, thinking, I don't even know how they did that. I mean, that was my thought process, was how did they come up with this stuff?
Or like with Jabba the Hutt, like he had the little creature, I don't know what it was called, that kind of sat there.
Salacious Crumb.
Yes.
Salacious Crumb?
Yes.
So it's like, obviously that was a puppet.
Yes.
And but you loved it nonetheless, because it was just this crazy creature that was sitting there laughing at people. But that was cool stuff.
And I love the cosplay world where there are, I think I can call them nerds. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
That spend like all this time to create like a little guy like that, and they dress up like one of the guys with a giant thing on their head, and these crazy costumes that are making it all by hand, and they will have like a dummy arm, and then their other arm goes up into this little guy. Yeah, I love that world. I'll go and teach workshops at like Des Moines Con and stuff. This year I was making a giant bird puppet and couldn't do Des Moines Con, but usually I'm there like I'm sure we're into the same kind of stuff. I saw the bad guys robot cop from RoboCop. I saw a guy had made one of those, but they were like inside this thing and with a turret. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's the world I love to. That's what I love to play in right there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's good stuff. Again, we're talking with Brant from the Uplifting Puppet Parade coming up this weekend in Oskaloosa, and maybe give us a quick rundown of when did the Uplifting Puppet Company become a thing? When did that start up?
Yeah, well, a lot of this really began, we got to go back to the late 90s, and I was at the University of Iowa pursuing a BFA in painting and drawing. I was in a class where I needed some collage material, so I was crawling through a trash dumpster outside of the humanities library, and I found a Geo magazine, and inside of it there was an article about Peter Schumann from Bread and Puppet Theater in Vermont, and who makes giant puppets, and he's been doing it since the Vietnam War protest era. Okay. And I sat down. I remember I was, Holy Jeans, Chuck Taylor All-Stars, probably a Pearl Jam shirt, And I sat down and I read the magazine, and I was just transfixed by this. I carefully tore out the pages. I still have them to this day in a folder.
Wow!
And it was like, hey, this is in line with what I want to do, and I started doing some big puppetry. Any excuse I could get. I was an art teacher for a decade and a half or 2 decades, whatever happened that right after the 2000, in that era, I did a lot. I taught art, and any like parade I could find, we were making big puppets for. But I went and got my master's from Eastern Illinois University, and I got a master's of community art, and I did my plan on how to make a community puppet company, and studied Bread and Puppet, and wrote a bunch of papers that got some acclaim, and then I had this plan afterwards, and I was slowly doing it, but COVID really was a time of self-reflection. I had this chunk of time where we were at home, and I was like, I really want to do this. So that's really when I kicked this into high gear. Then I was doing some without a nonprofit and would get big grants and then have to carry all that tax burden myself. I'm like, I need to get a nonprofit. So so come tax time, I'm not the one holding this whole whole lunchbox myself, going But so now, and I've got a great board of collaborators, and some of them, they're all working nonprofits. Some of them know a lot about business, and it's just been great. I work a lot with the George Daly Auditorium in the summer, and also they've just been great mentors because they've been, an institution that has dealt with a lot of grants. And now we're at a point where, like the state of Iowa, when they want to do fine arts training, they look to us to come. There's a Fine Arts and Education Symposium at DMAC next week, and 3 of the 10 speakers are from Oskaloosa. There's myself and Andy and Allison McGuire. We're all looked at like they think we're doing something right in Oskaloosa. So it's crazy.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Very cool. We've got our very own Jim Henson here in Southeast Iowa.
That's high praise. That's high praise.
But again, Uplifting Puppet Parade going on. That's part of Art on the Square in Oskaloosa this Saturday again. Upper 80s and dry and sunny. So, just summer weather here in Southeast Iowa. Get out there, take part in this. Take the kids. It's a great thing. Kids and adults, everybody can go enjoy this. Saturday, June 14th. Again, the parade itself starts at 2 o'clock. I think Art on the Square, if I remember right, starts at 9?
9 o'clock.
Okay, so it's going on. The events are going on all day in downtown Oskaloosa. The parade itself at 2 o'clock during Art on the Square. So get in there. If you need more information, Brant, why don't you tell them where to go online?
We're on that old Facebook thing, but you should really check out upliftingpuppetco.org. It's my webpage. You can check out the Oskaloosa Chamber / Main Street page also. We're good partners there. That's really the best way to get good information. So, and like I say, everybody in Oskaloosa comes out for City Band or Friday after 5. You can grab information. I got little handouts. And this is something we would like people to participate in. If you don't want to make a puppet, we have some puppets that, I work at William Penn. I'm the director of theater there and teach some creative arts classes. I have some student-made puppets that are going to be in a pile. If you want to grab one and jump in and join us, you definitely can. Or you can make your own at the table. It is 100% free. We will accept a tip, but no, that is not asked for at all. Yeah. This is all just for the benefit of the community and to have a fun event that brings everybody together.
Yeah, pretty neat. Awesome. Of course, Neil and I were exposed to what you're doing during the Lighted Christmas parades the last couple of years that we've broadcasted here on Steve Shetler Media. Really cool stuff. So, I think you're doing a lot of good stuff there in Oskaloosa.
Well, thank you. We like that Oskaloosa has a creative vibe. We've got the sculptures around town. We've got Antigone in the University Park Amphitheater this summer. That's a lot of our youngsters that we've cast out into the world come back in the summer and do Shakespeare in the Park.
Oh, okay.
We have a swashbuckling class that we filled up. We've got like 24 to 24 people learning how to do stage combat for a future production.
Okay.
I can't say what it's going to be, but it rhymes. No.
Oh.
It rhymes with Shmee Musketeers.
Oh, really?
So look for that.
What could it be?
Look for that next summer. That's another one of those bucket list projects.
That's cool.
We have a whiteboard with like what are we gonna
that
things
would be
we have to do. So we have a whole troop of people learning to rapier and dagger fighting. I'm feeling it. I'm at a certain age now that I don't bounce back as quick as I used to. But there's just a lot of neat things going on in Oskaloosa. But the biggest one that's coming up next is Art on the Square and the parade.
That's awesome.
Check it out on Saturday. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, Brant, thanks for coming over to Sigourney and hanging out with us for a while.
No problem. This was awesome.
Yeah, this is fun stuff. If you ever have any other big events coming up, let us know and keep us informed.
I will. I'll do that. Thank you much.
You bet.
Hang tight. We'll go to a commercial break. More with Just Another Morning Show coming up. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
And we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. Make sure you go to their website, download their app. Savings are made simple at Brothers Market. And Oski Dental, Toothy, sponsoring our studios.
He's a funny guy.
Appreciate Dr. Dan and the crew at Oski Dental for being giant supporters of Steve Shetler Media.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We thank Brant Bollman from Uplifting Puppet Company for hanging out with us. Make sure you check out the Puppet Parade and Art on the Square in downtown Oskaloosa coming up this Saturday. You know, Mahaska Chamber and Development Group, also a big supporter of Steve Shetler Media. So we appreciate them and Brant Bollman. That should be a cool thing. I can only imagine being a kid.
Right.
And seeing these big puppets and this cool stuff going on.
We were, 2 years ago at that parade.
Yeah.
We're up on a stage, more or less, and even being up 3 foot off the ground, and these things come walking down the street. It was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
At first I'm thinking, what is this monstrosity?
We were kind of, blown away by it.
And so for a kid, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And I want to see this fish. I mean, it takes 6 people to run this thing.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
So, that's very cool. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Check out Oskaloosa on Saturday. Let's take a look at our community calendar. It's brought to us by Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney. And you can book your next event with Mel or Chelsea. Weddings, graduations, reunions, whatever you got going on, book it at Enchanted Events. Yeah, of course, we were just talking about Oskaloosa this weekend. Keota Fun Days also going on this weekend. They've got events Friday and Saturday, so check that out, Keota Fun Days. We'll be broadcasting the Keota Fun Days Parade coming up on Saturday. That starts at 11 a.m. Again, we'll be set up right in front of Keota Veterinary Clinic It'll be me and the McGuires. Andy and Aaron McGuire will be announcing.
And if you didn't hear that parade last year, folks, you're going to love it.
It's the hometowners with Andy and Aaron, they know what's going on.
Yeah, they're a blast to listen to.
They're a lot of fun. And I'll just be hanging out doing the camera and the advertising part of things.
And making sure any of the cars that go by, make them do a burnout.
I don't know if Sherry Westendorf is watching right now. Sherry, if you're going to be in the parade, let me know.
Right.
I want another burnout like you did last year. Art on the Square in Oskaloosa, we were talking about that. That'll be going on from 9 to 3. Oskaloosa, it's kind of hopping this weekend. As Brant was mentioning, things going on Thursday nights in the alley. They've got Friday after 5 going on this weekend. So that is going on there too. Do want to tell you, of course, I got the Expo coming up in Sigourney, the county fair in Sigourney going on next month. We're basically a little over a month away from that. Faster Horses, Neva Alden, going to be at the Expo in Sigourney for the big concert this year. So put that on your calendars for Friday, July 18th. So, lots of stuff happening this summer, of course, in Southeast Iowa. Community calendar brought to us by Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney. Let's go ahead and get into some of our birthdays.
Oh, birthdays. You know, the best part. The best part about Chucky the chicken.
Is that his name now?
I don't know. I rename him every week. The Chuckster is he stares at me as he's doing that. It's so funny. It's like he's Anyway, birthdays brought to you by Hometown Real Estate.
Oh, we didn't get Brant's opinions on stuff. Dang it.
Oh, man. He would have been a good one on the cartoons.
He would have been. Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been excellent.
Crap. Anyway, Hometown Real Estate. Real estate. See, that's hard to put.
Realty.
Okay, so Realtor Nikki Leathers deals in real estate. It's not fake at all. Broker, owner, realtor, Nikki Leathers. Give her a call, 641-295-4142. Hometown birthdays, just a couple, looks like here. Bill Wilkerson. Happy birthday to you.
They call him Bill Will.
Bill Will. Oh, happy birthday, Bill Will. Trey Seeley, happy birthday to you. Did you have another one?
No.
Okay. I thought you said something about it earlier.
There was one in the comments.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nancy Weber.
Where was it?
Her son, Jacob Weber.
Jacob, happy birthday to you.
They call him Jake. Jake Webb. J-Webb.
J-boy. So happy birthday to those of you more on the local side of things.
Yeah.
Celebrity-wise, Marv Albert, sportcaster. He's 84. I'm trying to remember his... do you remember what he sounded like?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got such a distinct...
I don't do a good Marv Albert.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, too. There's no way of impersonating him.
But he had a thing. Had a controversial thing here several years ago now. Something about him...
Oh?
Him and women's shoes or something. I don't know.
Him and what?
Women's shoes.
Oh,
Let me do a Google on it.
So he's one of them.
Marv Albert controversy.
Well, okay. That's interesting. Meredith Brooks. She's a singer. She's 67 today. Hey, Mark Henry. Olympics and WWE fame. He's 54 on
He's
this
like the
Thursday.
world's strongest man.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew there was something.
Big
World
dude.
something.
He is one big dude.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, 48. Singer, guitarist. I loved Kenny Wayne Shepherd. What was the name of that album?
Blue on Black?
Was that the name of the album also?
Could have been.
I know that was the name of the song. But very good stuff. Chris Young, country singer, 40. And Realty. Realty. See?
Reality?
See, I'm trying to make everything real. And so now I'm just going to stick with
reality.
Realty.
It says reality start is what I put
start. There. Well, is that really what started her? What was her first thing?
Well, you can't really say what.
Kendra Wilkinson. Google it. You'll find out.
She was one of Hugh Hefner's wives.
Yeah.
And You know what Hugh Hefner's all about.
Yeah, robes. He wears silk
yeah.
robes all the time. He was always wearing a robe.
Back to Marv Albert.
Yeah.
I did a Google. So here's what comes up when you Google Marv Albert controversy. The first headline that pops up is Marv Albert pleads guilty to assault and battery.
Oh.
But then if you read like the line under it, it says after 3 days of testimony that graphically recounted NBC sportscaster Marv Albert's unusual sex practices from cross-dressing to group sex. Oh, and then there's a Reddit thread that pops up. It says, everyone should know of what a despicable human being Marv Albert is.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long to figure that out. But a great broadcasting voice.
So what you're saying, you can be good in broadcasting, just don't...
a little weird on the side.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Should have told me that ahead of time.
Marv Albert.
Yeah, was he the one that talks like that? Or
you're
am I
thinking Howard
of something
Cosell,
else?
I think.
Yeah. This is Howard
Cosell. No.
Marv Albert was like, these heels are too tight.
Yes.
Get them off.
Jeff Arendale going to be our guest tomorrow at Barnwired for the Iowa Music Showcase. Check that out. Jeff, a good friend, and he's going to be performing some Christian country music tomorrow, 11:30 to noon. Live interview, live original music. Jeff Arendale at Barnwired. Be there in person. Be part of the cool kids.
The cool kids.
That come and hang out with us from 11:30
cool
to noon.
kids and the hot young ladies at the big
yes,
table.
There is just a table of...
Man, we are blessed.
Go-getters.
Yep.
11:30 to noon tomorrow. Be there in person. Watch it live on Facebook, YouTube, or listen to it in podcast form afterwards. Oh, creak in the chair there. Also, Saturday, sports. I was doing my normal sports,
I know.
and then you're just over there laughing.
I don't even know why. It's just a good day.
Creaky. It's a creaky day. Sports section live at Barnwired. Get breakfast, get some coffee, get her going on a Saturday. We'll have Sigourney baseball, Cardinal baseball as well. And my man, AJ Johnson, our summertime host for the sports section from KTVO. Yes, we have a professional in the house, people.
Alongside us.
Yeah, alongside our goofy butts.
But
A.J. Johnson will be talking to Sigourney and Cardinal baseball this Saturday at the sports section Barnwired in Sigourney. Be there or be square. Sports tonight. We've got Pekin and Highland softball. That's tonight. Do it. Watch it. You can obviously we encourage you to be there in person to support your teams. But if you can't be, Pekin and Highland. Let's see. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 8th broadcast for baseball and softball this year.
Wow.
Our next one will be Saturday. We'll be at the University of Iowa softball field for Pekin against Central City and Pekin Keota. So we've got you covered. If you can't make it all the way to Iowa City on Saturday night, you can watch it. They're nice enough to let us in and broadcast from the like some sort of suite, some sort of press box.
Really?
So it can get as hot as it wants on Saturday.
For real?
We'll be in the air conditioning.
No.
Then next week, I've been kind of complaining about the busyness of this month. Next week, we've got Monday night Pekin Central Lee softball. We'll have Tuesday night tune-up on Tuesday, which makes sense because, if it was Tuesday night tune-up on a different night, it wouldn't be Tuesday night.
Odd on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It really
we'll have
would.
Monday night softball, Tuesday night tune-up, Wednesday night softball, Thursday night softball, Friday night baseball. Saturday, we'll have Sigourney at the Oskaloosa tournament.
Man.
Something every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week.
Huh. I should have signed up to help with the sports, but
You still can.
I'm sort of smart.
I would give you my computer and
I know you would.
and send you out into the world.
Fly.
Josh will take good care of you.
As long as he brings the Skittles.
Yeah, once we get through next week, though.
Yeah. We'll
be good.
The season.
It'll be the end of June.
Right, the season's almost done. So, I mean,
then things taper off. Wednesday, Friday, and then Wednesday, July 2nd. Then we'll be in the postseason. I have no idea what we're doing.
Sure.
For the postseason.
Just sort of depends.
Yeah.
Depends on who goes where.
I'll have to wear my Depends just in case.
I thought about that, going to all these softball games.
You hit about the 6th inning, and you're like, boy, I should have.
Yeah, because I'm thinking as a spectator, and I normally have a water. I might drink half of it throughout, a JV and varsity game.
Yeah, you got to sip on it. You got to take it slow.
But here's my question.
All right.
What about the umpires?
Oh, man. Yeah, what if
an emergency
think about
hits?
It. What if an emergency settles in?
You gotta... no.
Strike!
Well,
Whoa.
Think about it. They're constantly like, play ball. And then they get down in their stance like real quick. Oh. And man, every time I do that, I'd be afraid something would pop out.
I tell you what, in Pekin, the last couple of games, there was an older gentleman.
Yeah?
I'm not sure who it was, but you get older and you have to go a little bit more frequent.
Sure. Well, at a
he's
certain
out there
age,
doing his thing.
Well, how old? Because at a certain age, I don't know what that age is, but I'm looking forward to it. It's okay to wear Depends. Like there's
just let it happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's just right.
Like,
Isn't that the way it
I
goes?
crap my pants.
Oops, I pooped them again. It's yeah. So maybe that's how they do it. They roll.
It's 8:48. We have not even gotten to any weird news.
Gosh.
Should we roll through some weird news?
Let's
quick?
do it.
All right, let's hit.
That is weird.
Let's hit that button. All right, we'll kind of run through these quick. They're saying that with artificial intelligence, when you talk to telemarketers on the phones now, there's going to be some AI that is able, because sometimes the telemarketers are from different countries, and you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Mr. Shetler. I am.
Yeah.
My name is Joe.
From down the street.
So they're going to have some AI that will actually interpret their, what do you want to say, their accents?
Yeah.
And turn it so it sounds like they're actually speaking clear English. So that'll be good.
Right.
Apple, Samsung, and TikTok investing in some of that AI that will filter their voices to make it sound more English. So they're not quite so hard to understand.
I believe that I was on the phone the other day with some type of AI. I really cannot remember now what I was calling in about. A payment or I don't know what it was. But in the conversation, you could tell it was like recorded type deal. Is this correct? And you'd say yes, and it'd be a pause. Okay, and they, But then at one point, however, I answered yes or no, and I said no, and she was talking again. I'm like, oh, whoops, sorry. That's all right. And I'm like, how did you know? Wait a second. So I was like, is that some AI going on also already, or because
that is okay?
Yeah, I'm like, well, what do I do now?
Here,
what's your name?
Other stuff going on in the weird place in Pennsylvania. The Millersburg Borough in Pennsylvania has launched the Fill My Hole initiative. Potholes is what we're talking about.
Oh. I'm crying without even laughing.
Inviting residents to report potholes and road hazards via an online form. The borough aims to address these issues promptly. So if you have a hole, it'll be handled with care.
Is there
if a particular hole cannot be filled immediately,
Stop.
residents will be informed with an explanation why your hole can't get filled. It reflects Millersburg's commitment to improving road safety and infrastructure, despite budget constraints limiting extensive paving projects. So, potholes. That's the topic of conversation.
Do they have a website to go to?
They do.
Sweet. What is that?
It doesn't say what it is. It just says that residents are encouraged to participate and share feedback through the borough's website.
Oh my gosh, I just typed it in.
Did you find it?
First thing, fill my whole Pennsylvania.
Yep.
I really didn't figure it'd lead me there.
Shoo! All right. Moving on. During an interview with the Associated Press, there was a Harvard student, Yurong Luana Jiang. Yurong was eloquently speaking about the importance of compassion and unity, stating that, quote, humanity rises and falls as one. Now, unbeknownst to her, behind Yurong Jiang, a brawl was breaking out. She was speaking about peace and love. Physical altercation broke out behind her at an open-air restaurant. 2 men were falling to the ground brawling, and a third one was joining in. I mean, why not? Things are falling apart here at the end of this show.
I can't talk.
The woman was unaware of the chaos unfolding just feet away. Irony of the situation was not lost on the viewers of the video. So, yeah, 3-way brawl going on. And then all of a sudden you heard like the beep, beep, beep. Someone was filling a hole while this was all going on.
And then even though people thought it was right, you're wrong.
You're wrong, Jiang. I suddenly got really hungry. I think I'm having a sugar low right now. I'm going to break out into a sweat.
Somewhere I got something to eat.
Shoo! How about this one for a final weird news story? Turns out that beauty may really be in the eye of the beholder. The people that see lip fillers on women is what we're gonna...
Lip fillers?
Plump lips. They say men tend to prefer a more natural look.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to what they find attractive on women.
You don't want them lips all puffy.
They did research on this. Women think that they need to have the big, full lips.
Yeah.
But guys, according to this study, prefer just natural lips.
Well,
what do you prefer there, Neil?
Sometimes it's hard.
Probably.
Sometimes when you get the bigger lips, it makes it hard to talk too. You know?
It just hit me. This show has gone off the rails. Oh!
Speaking of snacks.
Like, I need some of those.
Go. Take them.
Did you give them for me?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're double They're double stuffed.
I'm literally having a
No, take it, dude.
Crash right
now
as we speak.
Oh.
Oh, the smell.
Right? Oh, like I said the other day, I'm becoming a fan of the golden Oreos. I mean, I used to think chocolate was the way to go, but you know, the golden, they're good. I like them a lot. Oh man,
I'm just gonna be over here eating.
That's fine, man. That is fine. Oh wait, I was gonna say you eat, and I'll read the last. So read another story if you wanted, but I can't read that one. No.
Oh.
No, that one's probably not a good one for me to read. You must have jumped right over that one, didn't you?
I was going to read...
The year's 2025?
Let's see.
Because I'll try it.
I was going to call in The Man Calls in a Bomb Threat.
Oh.
After missing his flight. Go ahead and do that one.
Oh, which
I'll
one?
Just continue eating.
The one
Man calls in bomb threat after missing flight.
Man calls in. Oh, a Michigan man, John Charles Robinson, 23. He was arrested for making a false bomb threat at a Detroit Metropolitan Airport after missing his Spirit Airlines flight to L.A. Robinson, who arrived late and was denied boarding, called the airline claiming someone would smuggle a bomb through TSA on flight 2145. The threat led to a 6-hour delay as authorities evacuated and searched the plane. The FBI traced the call to Robinson's phone, and he admitted to making the hoax to delay the flight long enough to reboard. So all of that just to get on the flight, and now he's facing federal charges, including conveying false information about an explosive device.
I've got an
Oh man,
These are good.
That's way better, aren't they? I mean, for some reason,
eat the whole thing.
For some reason, I think they're. Well, it's the year is 2025, but nipples still scandalize America.
No, don't read that one.
Oh. Bobcat declines laser pointer. Exits Ken Carroll home. I don't care. No. Angry duck sends a neighbor to the hospital. What? What? A Muscovy duck. It's protected species, by the way.
You're good.
It was attacking residents, even sending one to the hospital. The aggressive bird, it's not native to Florida. It was spotted lurking near homes. It's been described as unusually bold. Experts suggest that the duck's behavior may be due to its young age and possibly hand-raising by humans, leading to an atypical wild behavior. Local authorities have been alerted. Residents are advised to exercise caution when encountering this feisty fowl. Situation has turned the neighborhood into an unexpected battleground between humans and a very determined duck. Whoever wrote that was trying their hardest to get... It was like their segue into journalism. Did you just eat the whole thing? There's only, what, how many in there?
8.
Did it hit the spot?
Good.
I knew you'd like that.
I needed it.
Yeah, I could tell. See, that's why we went off the rails. You were like, oh, I'm getting the shakes and sugar low, and that's why you were reading the weird stories. Wow, man.
Spot.
Oh, I tell you.
Let's go to the forecast.
Let's do it.
It's about time to get out of here.
You betcha.
Let me hit the... I can eat 8 more of those, no problem.
Yeah.
You got another one over there?
No, I don't actually, but I'll remember that. Look for a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Partly sunny and a high of 87. Another slight chance of rain all throughout tonight. Before 10 and between 10 and 4, maybe it's going to be dry. But after 4, it could rain again. Mostly cloudy overnight, 64. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms possible tomorrow afternoon again. Mostly cloudy, high near 84. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, 65, and 88 on your Saturday under mostly sunny skies. Thank you, Garden Gate, 105 South Jefferson Street, Sigourney, Iowa. Cindy, Dell, and Dietrich. We appreciate you. For the fresh floral arrangement, home decor, sympathy gifts, something for everyone. 28 years.
Good stuff. Good ending to the show today.
Oh, man.
Good beginning,
Yeah,
good middle.
Absolutely.
Brant Bollman from Uplifting Puppet Company. If he's still watching the show, he's probably regretting coming on.
No.
It's like, what a bunch of weirdos.
Right?
Anyway. Good show.
Boy. Yes, very good.
Thanks,
time.
Neil.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you
Thank you, Neil.
Thanks for...
Hey, if you want to hear more of us throughout the day, maybe. Go to Skunk River Radio.
Maybe.
Country music from 1990 through 2010. I'm still kind of sweating over here.
Really?
Probably having a medical emergency of some sort.
That's not funny.
I had the stupidest look on my face while I was munching on my Oreos.
Oh?
You have to go back and look.
Cool.
That's Git.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye! Bye.